Most Jeep owners are overpaying by thousands for upgrades that cost less than a tank of gas. No exaggeration. These are 8 cheap Jeep upgrades that deliver insane value, and almost nobody is using them. Number 8. LED headlight bulbs. Picture this. You are on a 2-lane road at 10 p.m., no streetlights anywhere, and your factory headlights are throwing out this weak yellow glow that barely reaches 20 feet ahead. Something moves on the shoulder and you have no idea if it is a mailbox or deer. Your knuckles go white on the wheel. Every Jeep owner with stock halogen bulbs has been in that exact moment, and the fix is almost embarrassing how simple it is. A pair of LED replacement bulbs costs $35 to $40. You pull the old halogens out, plug the new ones in, 15 minutes tops. That sad yellow glow turns into a clean, bright white beam that lights up the road, the shoulders, and the tree line. One guy on the Wrangler forums put in a cheap pair and ran them for 3 years straight. No flickering, no complaints from oncoming traffic, just night driving that finally felt safe. Now here's the part that should make you angry. A Rubicon owner posted that his dealer quoted him $3,600 for the full Mopar LED package, plus $650 for installation. Over $4,000. A $40 bulb swap gets you roughly 80% of that brightness, not half. 80% for 1% of the price. This works on every Jeep out there. Grand Cherokees, Gladiators, Compass, and older models too. TJs, XJs, JKs, all of them. The older the Jeep, the bigger the difference. Those sealed beam headlights from the 90s and early 2000s are borderline dangerous by modern standards, and a $40 fix changes everything. You will drive home that first night after the swap and wonder why you waited so long. But while you are upgrading something you can see, there is something inside your Jeep getting destroyed right now that you cannot. Number 7. Custom fit floor liners. Go look at your carpet right now. Pull the floor mat back and check the edges near the door sill. See those stains? That grit ground into the fibers? That faint smell that never quite goes away? That is months of wet boots, trail mud, road salt, and spilled coffee slowly eating your interior alive. And once carpet hits that point, it does not come back. You either live with it, or you hand a detailer $150 to $200 to scrub something that will never look right again. Custom fit floor liners stop this before it starts. Not those cheap gas station mats that slide under your brake pedal. Laser-measured, hard-molded liners from WeatherTech or Husky that lock into the exact contours of your Jeep's footwells. Raised walls all the way around. Everything that lands on them, water, mud, dirt, gravel, stays trapped and never touches the carpet underneath. A full set runs $100 to $180. That sounds like a lot for something you step on. But think about what happens when you go to sell your Jeep. Interior condition is one of the first things a buyer judges. Stained carpet can knock hundreds off your trade-in value in seconds. But pull those liners out on the day you sell, and the carpet underneath looks like nobody ever sat in the vehicle. Jeeps already hold their value better than almost anything on the road. Clean interior is a huge part of why they command top dollar. So a $150 liner set that protects thousands in resale? That is not an expense. That pays you back. Cleaning them takes 2 minutes. Pull them out, hose them off, drop them back in. Try doing that with factory carpet. Now your floors are covered. But there is something else in your cabin taking just as much abuse, and most people do not protect it until the damage is already done. Number 6. Neoprene seat covers. Think about the last time you got back in your Jeep on a hot day and the sun had been beating on those cloth seats for 4 hours straight. The color is already a shade lighter than it was 6 months ago. There is a scuff on the driver bolster from your belt buckle, a faint coffee ring on the passenger side that never fully came out. And if you have kids, forget it. Those seats are fighting a war they cannot win. Neoprene seat covers end that fight for $50 to $150. Neoprene is wetsuit material. Water rolls right off it. UV rays do nothing to it. Years of someone climbing in and out barely leave a mark. Dump an entire drink on them and you wipe it clean in 10 seconds flat. Come back from a trail run covered head to toe in mud and just hose the covers down. They look brand new every single time. Try that with factory cloth. That stain lives there forever. And here is the play that smart Jeep owners make. Your original seats stay factory perfect underneath, while the covers take every bit of punishment. The day you sell, you peel them off, and the buyer sees upholstery that looks like it just rolled off the lot. That alone can bump your sale price by hundreds. For a $50 to $150 investment, the return is hard to beat. These come in universal and custom fit options for every Jeep model: Wrangler, Cherokee, Grand Cherokee, Compass, Gladiator, all of them. Some owners run the same set for 5 or 6 years before they even think about swapping them out. At that price point, even if you replace them once over your ownership, you are still way ahead of what a reupholster job would cost. Everything up to this point protects your Jeep. What comes next actually changes the way it drives, and you will feel the difference the very first time you touch the gas pedal. If you actually want your Jeep to last, upgrades are only half the game. The real difference comes from how you maintain it. That's exactly what I break down in my Jeep Longevity Guide, step by step. If you want yours to run strong for years, check it out in the link below. Number 5. Throttle Response Controller. You pull up to a green light, step on the gas, and your Jeep just sits there for half a second doing nothing. Then it wakes up. You have felt that. Every Jeep owner has. And you probably assume that is just how your engine is. It is not. That delay is programmed in on purpose. Modern Jeeps run electronic throttle bodies. There is a computer between your right foot and the engine, and the factory calibrates a lag into the pedal response for fuel economy and emissions. Your engine is ready to go the instant you ask. The computer just holds it back. A throttle response controller kills that lag. Small box, plugs into the throttle body wiring in 5 minutes. No tools needed, no permanent changes to your Jeep. And the first time you press the gas after installing it, you will think someone swapped your engine overnight. The pedal responds the instant you touch it. No hesitation, no waiting. It just goes. These run $40 to $80 depending on whether you get a basic unit or one with multiple driving modes. Crank it up for aggressive trail response, dial it back for smooth highway cruising. One JK owner on the forums said it was the single best cheap mod he ever put on his Jeep, and that the vehicle felt completely different. Grand Cherokee and Gladiator owners report the same thing. Once you drive with one, stock throttle mapping feels broken by comparison. This fits every Jeep with an electronic throttle body, which covers the mid-2000s all the way to what is sitting on dealer lots today. No added horsepower. Your engine already has the power. This just takes the leash off so you feel it when you want it. And speaking of what is under the hood, there is a 2-minute swap that saves you money every year for as long as you own your Jeep. Number 4. High-flow drop-in air filter. Every 15,000 to 30,000 miles, you are supposed to pop open your airbox and replace the paper air filter inside. That filter costs $15 to $25 each time. You've probably already bought a few of them, and you will keep buying them as long as you own the vehicle. Unless you do this instead. A high-flow drop-in filter from K&N or AEM costs $40 to $60. You swap it in place of the paper filter, same airbox, same housing, nothing else changes. 2 minutes, 1 screwdriver. And that filter is washable and reusable. You never buy another air filter again. Over 5 years, that saves you $75 to $150 in replacement filters. Over 10 years, $150 to $300. The filter pays for itself and then keeps putting money back in your pocket every year after that. Will it turn your Jeep into a race car? No. On a stock engine, you are looking at maybe 1 to 3 extra horsepower. You will not feel that. But there is a slightly deeper intake growl when you step on the gas that sounds fantastic. Not loud or obnoxious, just a satisfying rumble that the stock paper filter muffles completely. Some owners buy these just for that sound. The throttle also feels a touch crisper, which stacks nicely with that throttle controller. Fits every Jeep across the entire lineup. Cherokee, Grand Cherokee, Wrangler, Gladiator, Compass. 2 minutes and you are done forever. Now the next one is not exciting to buy. It is not fun to install. But the day you need it and you do not have it, you will wish you had spent the $80. Number 3. Dash cam. Someone rear-ends you at a stoplight and tells the insurance company you reversed into them. Without proof, that becomes your word against theirs. And guess what? Your word does not have video attached to it. Now imagine you had a camera quietly recording the whole thing from your windshield. completely different outcome. Jeep owners run into these situations more than most. Trails where flying rocks chip and crack things. Trailhead parking lots where some guy swings his truck door into your fender and drives away. City traffic where people tailgate you because they see a Jeep and assume slow. All of those moments are problems you cannot solve without evidence. A dash cam costs $50 to $120, mounts to your windshield, and records everything in front of your Jeep every time you turn the key. Someone lies to insurance? You have the footage. Hit and run in a parking lot? You have their plate. Deer totals your bumper? You have proof it was not your fault. Some models keep recording even when the Jeep is off. Parking mode catches door dings, shopping carts, anything that happens while you are inside the store. And a single door repaint on a Jeep can run $300 to $800 depending on the shop and color match. One incident caught on camera, and that dash cam just paid for itself multiple times over. Insurance companies accept dash cam footage for claims now, and some owners have gotten lower premiums just by telling their insurer they run one. You mount it, tuck the cable, and forget it exists. It sits there silently doing its job until the one day you actually need it. This next one costs less than lunch and solves something that annoys you literally every time you drive. Number 2. Phone mount. Your phone is in the cup holder right now, face up, bouncing around every time you hit a bump. You glance down at the GPS, take your eyes off the road for 2 seconds, look back up, and the car in front of you just hit their brakes. We have all been there. And it is one of those problems that is so easy to fix that it is almost stupid it stays a problem as long as it does. A proper phone mount costs $15 to $30. It puts your GPS at eye level, right in your line of sight, so you see the directions without ever looking away from the road. Your phone stays locked in place even on rough trails, where a cup holder mount would rattle it onto the floor every 30 seconds. And your hands stay on the wheel, which matters because distracted driving tickets now run $150 to $500 depending on your state. One ticket is 10 to 25 times more expensive than the mount that would have prevented it. Forget those flimsy gas station mounts that fall off the windshield on the first hot day. Companies make mounts now that click into dashboard vents, grip the windshield with industrial suction, or slot into specific cubbies on certain Jeep models. One Wrangler owner ran the same cubby mount for over 6 years without it budging once. For the cost of 2 coffees, you fix a daily annoyance, stay legal, and keep your eyes where they belong. You can take it with you to the next vehicle too. And this last one is the sleeper of the entire list. Almost nobody knows about it, and it does more than you would ever expect for the price. Number 1. Window rain deflectors. It is pouring rain outside. You want fresh air, but the second you crack the window even half an inch, water blows in all over your arm, your door panel, your seat. So you seal it back up and sit in a stuffy cabin breathing recycled air for the rest of the drive. Every Jeep owner knows that feeling. Rain deflectors are thin strips that mount right above your side windows. With them on, you drive with the windows cracked in a full downpour and not a single drop gets inside. Once they are on, you forget they are even there. Then the next rainy day hits and everyone around you is sealed up tight while you are cruising with fresh air flowing through like it is a sunny day. A set of 4 costs $30 to $60, sticks on with automotive-grade tape in 10 minutes, no drilling, no tools, no modifications to your Jeep whatsoever. They make them for every Jeep model sold in the past 20 years. For Wrangler and Gladiator owners, this is especially big. Those cabins get stuffy fast, and airflow during rain is a luxury you do not realize you are missing until you have it. Grand Cherokee and Cherokee owners notice reduced wind noise with the windows cracked on the highway, which is another win. But here's the part that catches everyone off guard. Park in the sun during summer with the windows cracked behind those deflectors, and you come back to a cabin that is dramatically cooler than one that sat sealed all day. A closed car can hit 140 degrees or more inside on a hot afternoon. With cracked windows and airflow, that temperature drops fast. Your steering wheel is not scorching, your seats are not burning you, and your AC makes the cabin comfortable in half the time. For $30 to $60, that is an absolute gold mine hiding in plain sight. So, which one of these upgrades are you actually adding first? Let me know in the comments below. Hit subscribe because the next video might save you thousands. See you next time.